So this one mistake nearly cost me. We need to be able to open up the ampule. Never, ever, ever want to inject with this. A 2 ml syringe or 3 ml syringe, and you try and draw out 1 ml. And so if I were to inject 1 milliliter of testosterone, when you open an ampule, you need to make sure. This one mistake was for me not to flick out the oil in the top of the ampule. So some of these ampules will be in a box, they'll be moved around, and there'll be additional oil. And if I open that without flicking out the additional oil, I end up with less testosterone than I need to have for my injection. So if I were to inject 1 milliliter of testosterone, I need to make sure that there's no oil in the top of the neck of the ampule. Secondly, I need to have a good technique for drawing it out to make sure I get the entire 1 ml to fit in my 1 ml syringe. That's a problem. If you have a 2 ml syringe or 3 ml syringe and you try and draw out 1 ml, it's not too hard. You just draw it out, you should have everything you need, and then you adjust it. But when you've got a 1 ml of solution in an ampule and you're trying to put 1 ml into a syringe, it's a bit trickier. So I'm going to show you how to avoid a mistake that nearly cost me the entire ampule. So in order to do this, firstly, we need to be able to open up the ampule. And as I showed in another video, you want to make sure that if your ampule of testosterone has a blue dot, that blue dot faces towards you. If your ampule does not have any blue dots, then you don't have to, but I usually line up the writing facing me, and then I snap it away. So simply, I probably will want to wipe the neck of the ampule, just in case there's any bacteria or microbes on there. I wipe it, I let it dry. I make sure there's no extra oil in the top so I don't lose additional testosterone. I place, I'm right-handed, so my left hand, I hold on to the body of the ampule, and then I've placed my thumb on the neck or by the blue dot, and I'm moving it away. I'm cracking it away. I'm snapping it away from it. I'm actually not cracking, I'm snapping it open. 3, 2, 1, and I snap it open. Right, then I need to be careful. As I load my syringe, I'm going to use 18 gauge. That's the thickness of the needle, and it's got a filter in it. That's 5 microns, and it's about 1.5 inches, so it can reach into larger ampules. And I open them. I try not to touch anything as far as the bits that are going to touch the syringe. I've opened up the syringe carefully, and this is called a Luer lock. That means it screws in. Luer slips would slip in. A Luer lock twists in, so I'm twisting it in. Okay, so that's how you assemble your syringe and your filter needle. I remove the cap. Notice you never, ever, ever want to inject with this. This is the purple, pinkish filter needle. Blunt, is very blunt. It's not very sharp. It is at an angle, but you don't want to inject with that. It'd be very painful. Right, then I tip the needle into the ampule, and I just start pulling back on the plunger. And my aim is to fill it halfway. So I'm going to fill halfway with solution, about 1/2 ml. Okay, then I pause. Now, what I'm doing is I'm pulling back on the plunger. Be careful, you can pull the plunger out and that won't make it sterile anymore. That'll be a problem. So you don't want to pull the plunger all the way out, but be careful you put it towards the bottom. And then I'll just maybe use one of my fingers and just hold it against the side of the syringe. And now is when I flick, flick, flick all the bubbles to remove the bubbles. And when I've got one massive bubble together, I can push up from the bottom of the syringe into the needle until I see a tiny little droplet. There we go. Okay, so droplets come out. Flick that away. Then I place the needle back in the ampule and I remove the rest of the contents. So I'm just trying to really get and as I pull back on the plunger, I'm just kind of pulling it back, getting the rest of the... And this is a tricky bit, because if you can't get this right, you may not get the full contents out of your ampule. But if you really keep it towards the bottom, I'm moving it around a little bit. Okay, and then you want to, it's going to pull. So with your hand, it's going to want to push back in. With your hand, you want to keep pulling. And you might even pull it back beyond the 1 mil. There'll be tiny air bubbles, maybe. And you can pull it. And that should be good towards the end. Okay, so you can see I've got some bubbles. All right, the bubbles are coming in. I've got the plunger as far back as it really should go. I can flick the bubbles towards the top. And there's probably 0.1's worth of... If I try to pull back any more, I just got a tiny bit of space then. There, I do risk it coming out, so I don't want that to happen. And then I'll recap for a second. Now, normally I'd have maybe I'll have the old wrapper. I might slide that in there, just so it's not on the table itself. Probably won't matter as long as your surface is clean. And then I'll pick a needle that I'm going to inject with. And this is where I put this on, and I will fine tune the syringe. So I've got to remove the needle filter. So I just twist that one off. I nearly lost it there. And then I'll twist it back on to the needle I'm going to inject with. So they swap it over because, one, I was scraping the bottom of this ampule, which would dull that. 2, I never want to inject this anyway. And 3, I want a fresh needle. And now I've got to get rid of that little air bubble. So if I'm getting ready to inject, I'll go to where I want to inject. And then I look to get all the air out, and I'll tap it, make sure there's no more air in the barrel of the syringe, so no more air. And then I push the bottom of the plunger up, 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 a little bit comes out. So right now I'm right at the 1 ml size, but I still have tiny, tiny air bubbles. So I want to keep making sure that right at the top, and I can just, there we go. So I have all the bubbles out. I'm just slightly more than 1 mil, just a tad more, but that's it. And there's a little bit of oil on the side of the needle, and this now is ready to inject. So that's how you prepare it. And the next step would be ready for injection, which we have in other videos if you want to check them out.
If you're serious about long-term vitality, check the links below. At BMH, we've got resources, we've got education, and we've got guidance to help you take a smarter path. And don't gamble with your health for a temporary gain at the gym. Build the foundation that lasts. I'm Mike with BMH. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, and by the way, now you can listen to this podcast on Spotify as well.